Tuesday schoolers. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas break. I know I did, and I'm excited to get back to Tuesday school with you guys. And we have a lot of really fun things to do. And hopefully you have picked up your brown bag. We gave out blue bags blue or pink bags last semester, and inside had all your craft stuff. All the supplies you would need, as well as all the lessons for this that school year. Well, we went and we gave you a refill bag, which has all the crafts and lessons in it, but we still have the same. We'll let you guys use the same markers and that stuff from the first semester in those bags. So if you have not picked up your bags, please let me know or let Kaylin know. We can go and make sure that we get one to you. In that bag, you're going to find that we actually have a Snowman Craft that isn't assigned to a lesson. Well, that was just kind of a special surprise for you. If you want to, we're going to talk about that Snowman Craft right now, and you can go and make your own snowman. Hey Tuesday schoolers, Mr. Tim here. I'm here with my daughter Gwenny. We are so glad to be able to do the crafts with you this year. We've got two crafts today. The first one, our first craft of the year, is this snowman. And you'll find that in your bag. And you'll just want to pull out the one. It'll be in a baggie like this. Yeah. And it'll say week 1, and it'll have the date, 1/19/21. And you want to pull that guy out. And Gwenny will pull those out, and I'll just explain a real quick tip for you. If you do what I did here, and you pull that sticker the whole way off, that's going to be kind of sticky. And so you'll want to do this until it ends its stickiness, and that way it doesn't stick to everything. What you could do is when you peel these off, parents, if you just peel off a little portion of that and maybe use your scissors and cut the rest of that off so that only the portion that's going to be on the snowman is sticky. With that said, Gwenny is going to help us. She's actually going to put this together as we go along. So Gwenny, if you want to go and start with that, and I'll pull you those scissors.
Yes, they'll make it sticky.
Oh, hold on. And so what you'll want to do is we're just going to cut the top part of this off. We're going to stick the top part back on there.
Okay.
Alright, and then that way, she's pulled off the hat. She's got the white Let It Snow part. And she can put that hat now on the snowman.
Wherever you want, only it has to be on the head.
Preferably.
Yeah, you just have to I meant by that, you could just put it on the side, you put it on the top.
So we're going to do that same thing with the scarf, and we're going to hold the part with the 2 here. We're going to hold it right there. So when we peel this off, and peel it off here, I'm going to actually tear it at that end. And that way those things won't stick. So Gwen, if you want to put this scarf, put it right there around the neck. There you go, beautiful. And then we can put on the nose. And 2 of these black parts, these black circles, these will be for the eyes and for the coal buttons. Very important that you don't lose these. They're very small, so they can very easily disappear. Don't eat them. Don't make your brother eat them. Don't put them on the dog. Just let them put them right here, and you can peel 2 of those and put them on there for the eyes.
If you like for the scarf, you can bend it so it actually looks like it's all the way around. Like I'm trying to do.
Oh, that's cool.
And so if you look from if you look from this side and you see it's bent, it looks like it's all coming.
Oh, that's very cool. That's a very good tip there, Gwenny. So let's put it here. Let's put those eyes on there in your nose. And Gwenny was in our Tuesday school class a few years ago, and she is very artistic and loves doing all these crafts.
Yeah.
So. And if you need help, inside your bag will be this instruction sheet. So you can always look at those as well as look at what we're doing. She's got 2 eyes on and her nose. Now you're doing the mouth. Now, as she pointed out earlier to me, that could be a smiley or it could be a sad face. We prefer the smiley because we like happy snowmen, don't we?
Mhm.
There you go. So this one's name is Frosty. What's that one's name?
Snowy.
Frosty and Snowy. That's very cool. So
They're
now you've got
cousins.
this. It looks like you're doing the arms.
Mhm.
Okay. She's putting the arms on there.
They're cousins.
They're cousins? All right.
Yeah, not siblings.
They look alike.
Very alike.
So she's just going to put the arms on there. Put them on the sides.
Oh.
And then the only thing you have left is those little buttons. And like I said, these are the easiest things to lose because they're very small.
But if you, oh no.
Oh, there's one there. And one more in the bag.
Yeah, so if you, lose them, that's okay. Just try to find them your best. And, if you lose one of these buttons, just, make it just 2, buttons instead of 3.
Okay, so just space it out a little more, you're saying. Very nice. Snowy's looking good, Gwenny. Is that done?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Frosty and Snowy, and these are our snowmen that we made. But what does your snowman look like? I'm interested. Are you interested?
Yeah.
Why don't you send us a picture of your snowman so we can match it up and see how close ours look to yours. And you might have made some crazy things with the hat or moved the hat from here to there. But we look forward to it, so make sure we see that. Hey, Gwenny.
This is how you can tell them apart. You can just see one.
Gwenny.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Tuesday Schoolers. Oh, I'm so excited to see all of those snowmen. Hopefully you can go and send them to me. Make sure that I get different pictures of your crafts each week, and we'll go and share those pictures with the other Tuesday Schoolers. So just your crafts or your lesson packs. In each lesson pack you do have your craft, but then you also have papers like this. And this one is for this week's, which is Jonah. And it says Jonah obeys God. And you have a little copy of a lesson. You have a little activity book you can do. And you have a coloring page. So make sure you get those things out. And if you want to go and take some time and fill those things out right now, you can do that. And then we'll go and you can come back and we'll start singing. Okay, as we get ready for some worship, here's what we gotta do. We've gotta warm up our voices, and so we can sing as loud and as good as we can. So let's start that off. And here's how we do that. I'm gonna put my hands down low like this. And when I put my hands down low, you're gonna sing very low. Go, low. Get that deepest, lowest voice you can. Just low. Right? And when I put my hands here, you're gonna be in the middle, so you're gonna go, ma. And you give that like just a normal in between, not high, not low, but just a ma. And when I hold my hands up, you're going to scream as high and loud as you can, okay? So it'll be like, ma. All right, and so that's what we're going to do. And so let's get that warm up ready. You ready? Here we go. So we can start with the ma. All right, awesome. I think you guys are ready to go. Let's start our worship.
I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir!
Well, oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
on roller skates.
on roller skates.
Oh, you can't can't get to
Oh,
heaven
you can't get to heaven
on roller skates. So you can't get to heaven on roller skates. You roll right past those pearly gates. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a limousine.
in a limousine.
Oh, you can't get to
Oh,
heaven
you can't get to heaven
in a limousine. No, you can't get to heaven in a limousine. God don't got no gasoline. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair.
in a rocking chair.
Oh, you can't get to
You
heaven
can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair. You can't get to heaven in a rocking chair. God don't want no lazy bones there. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a tissue box.
in a tissue box.
Oh, you can't get to
Oh,
heaven
you can't get to heaven
in a tissue box. So you can't get to heaven in a tissue box. God don't want no dirty snots. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in an orange canoe.
in an orange canoe.
Oh, you can't get to
Oh, you
heaven
can't get to heaven
in an orange canoe. Oh, you can't get to heaven in an orange canoe. God's favorite color is wildcat blue. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. I've been redeemed
I've been redeemed
by the blood of the Lamb.
by the blood of the Lamb.
I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Filled with the Holy Spirit I am. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed.
This'll light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This'll light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Won't let Satan it out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan it out, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine all over Grassy Creek, I'm gonna let it shine. Shine all over Grassy Creek, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to He belong, they are weak, but He is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Today we're going to talk about Jonah. Have you guys ever heard of Jonah? Do you know who he is? Well, let's just start by saying his name. Can we all say his name together with me? It is Jonah. That's right, Jonah. Very good. Jonah was a prophet for God, and God came to Jonah and said, Jonah, I have a very important job for you. I need you to go to the city of Nineveh. I need you to tell them and warn them that they need to get rid of all the bad things they're doing and start following me, because the people of Nineveh weren't following God. So he was sending Jonah to tell them, you need to follow God. But there was a problem. Jonah didn't listen. Have you ever been asked to do something from your parents and you don't listen? That's not good, is it? No, it's not. And Jonah didn't listen to God. He didn't listen because he was afraid. He was scared of the people of Nineveh. You see, Nineveh was a very powerful country, and he was afraid those people in Nineveh, if they didn't like what he said, they could hurt him. And so instead, Jonah did something else. Now, what do you do when you're scared? I know when I was younger, I'd go hide sometimes. I would hide in my closet or underneath my bed. Maybe I'd pull the sheets above my head. Sometimes late at night, if I was scared and I couldn't sleep, I might go and find my older sister Tracy and have her protect me, have her keep me safe so that I can go and get a good night's sleep knowing that I was safe because my big sister was there to help me. Do you guys do that? Do you maybe find an older sibling? Maybe you find your parents. And at night you might go and you might take a nap with them. You might go sleep in their room and snuggle with them because you're scared. Sometimes when I see certain things like a snake, something I might do is I might jump really loud, and jump and scream really loud and start running away because I'm afraid of those snakes. I don't like snakes. I think they're gross and I'm afraid of them biting me and all that stuff. So maybe that's something you do when you get scared. You jump up and you scream and you run. Well, that's very similar to what Jonah did. Jonah got scared, and so Jonah ran. Nineveh was that way, so Jonah ran that way. The opposite way. He took off running away from Nineveh, away from where God told him to go. He ran as far as he could, and he kept running and running until he couldn't run anymore because he was at the ocean. He ran all the way to the ocean, all the way to the sea. And he wanted to continue to run from Nineveh, but he couldn't run anymore because he was at the ocean. So he gets on a boat and starts sailing away from Nineveh. Do you think God was happy with Jonah? That Jonah didn't listen to God and Jonah ran away? No, I don't think God was happy with Jonah at all. And so God wanted to send a big storm to scare Jonah back to the sea, back to the land, so that he would go and do what he wanted him to do. And so he sends this big storm. And there's rain coming down, there's wind, the water's coming up in the boat is rocking this way and that, it's moving all over. And everyone on the boat gets scared. They start thinking, this boat is going to sink. If we don't do something, we're all going to die. And they were scared, they were cuddled up, hiding, screaming, everything you can imagine. They were scared of this storm. Finally, Jonah tells him, it's because of me this storm has come. You see, God told me to do something and I didn't listen and I ran away. He said, how could you do that to us? And Jonah said, if you want to live, what you've got to do is you've got to throw me off the boat. Could you imagine that? He said, you have to throw me into the water, into the sea. And this boat's going this way and that. It's really scary. But these people didn't want to throw him off the boat. And Jonah said, you have to do it. And he kept at him that you have to throw me over. So finally they picked up Jonah and they threw him into the water. And as soon as Jonah got in the water, the storm stopped. The rain stopped. And the boat was on nice, comfortable, clear, calm waters. And it was free to keep on sailing without Jonah aboard. And Jonah was there swimming in the water. You gotta imagine, this is a wake-up call to Jonah, right? He's sitting there in the water and he's trying to swim. Well, he's gone quite a ways from the shore. And as he's trying to swim, God sends a big fish. A big fish. And this fish swallows Jonah. It eats him whole. And he's in the belly of this fish. And he's in there for 3 days. For 3 days, he's in that belly. And he is sitting there. And after 3 days, he prays to God, God, will you please forgive me? God, I'm sorry I ran away. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry I was scared and ran from you. And if you let me live, I will go to Nineveh and do what you said. And the fish swims up to the shore and spits Jonah out on the shore. And Jonah leaves there and he goes to Nineveh. And he tells the people of Nineveh, about what happened. And he said, God has told me to warn you, you need to change your ways and be good and not bad. And the people of Nineveh listened. And because of that, no one in Nineveh was hurt. No one in Nineveh was punished because they listened to Jonah and they started following God. You see, God needed Jonah to save those people of Nineveh. He needed him to help those people of Nineveh. But because Jonah was afraid, those people might not have been helped. And as Jonah ran away, those people still needed help. You know, sometimes we're going to be scared and we'll be frightened. But we have to be able to overcome those fears, because it's the only way that the good things can happen. And so I want you to know, don't be afraid that God is going to protect you. God is going to make you do the things that you need to do. He's going to help you along the way. Tuesday schoolers, we're back. It's craft time with Gwenny, and I'm excited. Today we're going to make little whales. So this is one of the whales that we can make, and you can do it with the face on the inside, or you can take the face off and you can put them on the...
Oh no!
You can put it on the floor. No.
No.
You can put the face on the side like this, so it's kind of got that big face there. I kind of like it in the middle of the cup though, so I put it right there with some tape.
I agree.
We'll get to that here in just a minute, but this is what we're going to make. We're going to make little whales out of these little cups. So in your craft bag, you'll find a bag that has a cup in it. It has this little thing here that gives us instructions. And you'll want to be very careful with these. Have your mom or dad or whoever's with you help you with the scissors.
You'll have this.
You'll have the instructions, and you'll cut out each one of these right there. And then we'll go and we'll get to the next part. So the first thing you want to do is take this and you want to cut those up. So, Gwenny, if you want to cut these.
Okay.
Okay, so now Gwenny has cut out all these pieces, all these, the head, the circle there. She's cut out the fins and the tail fin there. You'll see right here, this tells you cut all the shapes out of the cardstock, and then glue the squares. Glue the tape glue or tape onto the blue paper cup. Use 2 sticky dots to adhere the eyes to the cup. So what you're going to do is we're going to connect all that stuff here, and we'll take these, those little folds. You want to fold that down right there. And it says on there, it actually says, glue to the back of the cup. So Gwen, you're going to glue that to the back of the cup if you could.
Okay.
There you go. Don't get too messy there.
Yeah, don't mind if you get any glue on you. Just wash it off, or if you let the glue stay on you, you can actually peel it off when it dries.
So this one here says this one has to go on the left side. So when you look at the cup, you'll want that little curvature to go to the front. And so Gwen, if you can put it right there on that side.
Okay. Ooh, and
Very good.
there.
And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So Gwen, if you want to glue that on this side here.
Okay. Oh no, it keeps moving. That's hard. It's hard to
There we go.
actually keep it down when it's moving. So make sure it's not really moving that much.
So now we've got on either side. And now on this one, let's take the markers out. And Gwenny, do you want a pink marker? And we're going to draw a little mouth on the head.
Yeah, you can draw any color except for blue.
Yeah, so why don't you color us a little mouth?
I'm sorry if you wanted to use blue, but you can't now because...
Well, I think it'll even show up in blue.
Really?
Yeah.
But the thing's blue.
It will just make it a little darker in that section. So what we're going to do is that, and then on the eyes, there's this little thing here. And in this is little glue dots. And so when we peel these off, you're going to put these on the back of the eyes. So Gwenny, if you want to take this and you'll put this on the back of the eye.
Okay.
And then Gwenny, if you'll put that on the cup, on the face. And we'll do the same for this one. All right, there you go, Gwenny. Now if you take just a little bit of tape, she's going to color a little more. You take a little bit of tape here, you can actually go and you can tape this to the side if you want, or as we've discussed, we kind of like in the front. And that way the face looks like it's going forward. So we'll take a little bit of tape. You ready?
Yeah, one sec.
All right. And we're going to just take that right there, put that right on the edge. I actually left a little bit of stuff there when we did that there, Gwen, so we can do this easily. There we go. All right. And then we just take that face, put it on the outside of the cup, and there you go.
And mine is a girl whale.
There's yours, and here's mine. I can't wait to see your whales. Make sure that you send me pictures so we can go and compare them, okay? And we hope that you have a whale of a time. I hope you guys really enjoyed this week's Tuesday School, and I can't wait to go and get back with you guys and see you guys in person. But in the meantime, we are going to have these videos every Tuesday, and I hope that you're here for every one of them. And if you need that packet, like I said, get a hold of me and I'll get that to you. I'll make sure you get that. But make sure that each week you send me pictures of you watching it, maybe you dancing and singing. And if you send me pictures of you singing some of the songs, and that I might be able to go and put those as some of the songs at the very beginning. So just have your parents reach out to me and I'll tell them how they need to film it and what we can do so that we can go and put those in these videos. If you would you just pray with me for a second? God, I thank you for each of these Tuesday schoolers. I thank you for the love they have for you. I ask that you be with them and you keep them safe. And God, when they're scared, God, be there and help them be strong and courageous. Let them know that they are your children and you love them very much. And God, we pray this in your awesome holy name. Amen. All right, Tuesday schoolers, I will see you next week.